Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I haven't posted in over a week. I am so sorry I have been absent on my channel. A lot of personal things have been happening. I mentioned in my most recent video that during the week of Thanksgiving that Tuesday was going to be the anniversary of my father's passing. Unfortunately that day my husband's grandfather also passed away. And then when I was fixing to film the other day, my mother-in-law was actually in a severe car accident in her handicapped van pool. She's doing okay. She had to have surgery. There's still many more surgeries ahead, but give my family some prayers and some love. She's a very strong woman. She is definitely someone I look up to, and we are just working together as a family. But I missed y'all, and I missed makeup, and I missed putting it on my face. So I figured let's sit down and do a full face of nothing new, because honestly, I didn't really know what to do. My mind's been kind of blank. I've been kind of like, what can I be doing on my channel? So a full face of nothing new. I was like, oh, let me go in my drawers, see what I haven't really used, and let's see if I'm still into it. Overall, this video went amazing. There was one product that I realized I did not like, but other than that, it was a smooth ride. I enjoyed it. This is the look we came up with. It's just really a neutral, warm, kind of cool toned eye moment. Really bronzed as I'm looking in the camera. I'm like, hello. But I missed you, and I am so excited to get ready with you today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel. And when you subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But without further ado, let's get started. Eyeshadow today, we are going to be using this palette that I got at Five Below. This is the Rose Gold Nudes eyeshadow collection, and this is by the brand Beauty Treat. So this was $5 at Five Below. I got this a while ago, but they do still have it available because I went into Five Below for some Christmas things. They do still have this available still for $5, and it's really pretty. You get a lot of nice warm nude and brown tones in here, some reds. So it's really nice. I haven't really dipped into this. Actually, I'm wondering if I've dipped into it at all. Yeah, I think I have. I think I did, but it was like super simple because these two look like I dipped into them. So we are just going to play with this today. All right. So I'm going to start off with a Morphe M518, and I think I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's like a nice warmish, brownish orange color. So I'm going to dip into this, and this is going to go in my crease. All right, we are just going to stamp this from inner to outer corner. Wow, that is super pigmented. Okay, so when I'm stamping my eyeshadow, I like to just either look down or look straight like in a mirror, because my crease, I have a heavy lid. I have a really heavy lid, so if I put this right exactly in my crease, then when I look straight at you, you won't really see it. So I like to either look straight down or look straight across, and that way I stamp it not only in my crease, but I go a little bit above. So then when I'm looking at you, you can still see my crease shade. Because I mean, it doesn't mean anything if you do all that work and you can't even see it unless you're like looking down. But this shade is super pretty. And then we'll blend this even higher with a different shade. Can y'all believe it is already December? Like 2019 is practically over. We have a couple weeks left and then we're going to be going to 2020. Isn't that just crazy? Do y'all believe in New Year's resolutions? I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. I feel like New Year's resolutions are like a lot of pressure, because then if you don't complete them, you almost feel like a sense of failure. So I believe in like bettering yourself. I don't necessarily believe in like setting a resolution. Okay, so now I'm going to take a Morphe M513, and I think I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to blend this out with like this camel tone shade at the very bottom. It's a little darker than I want, but the other nude shades look like they have a little bit of shimmer in it. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix. So I'm going to use this camel shade right here, and I'm going to use this lighter nude shade up here. This looks like it has like the tiniest bit of shimmer in it. So I'm going to just lightly dip into this, but I'm going to bounce between the both and blend out this outer edge. All right, let's see what we get here. So I feel like I'm having a hard time blending this out. I feel like it's not wanting to move. Alright, we're getting some movement, but that did take like quite a lot of product to get it to blend out. And same thing on this side. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Also, let me know if y'all like this distance when doing eye makeup. I usually zoom in pretty close, but I also feel like that's too close at the same time. So let me know how you feel about this distance. In fact, you know what? I'm going to zoom it in. I'm going to zoom it in. Hold on. Okay, I zoomed you in just because I feel like this is a good distance for eyeshadow. I'm still trying to figure out my distance because I feel like this is okay, but it bothers me like you can't see all of my face. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to see my double chin, but it's still like a balance thing. So now that we have this on, I do want to deepen that crease a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this nice like red tone over here. I'm going to take this on my e.l.f. crease brush. So I'm going to dip into that. All right, and this I'm just going to sweep into the crease, kind of below the crease, because you don't want to take away from the main crease shade we have in there. And then I'm going to kind of blend it out to the outer edge. And we're just going to add a little bit of depth in there. I like that little hint of red in there. Do you just see like that darkened and kind of gave us a lot of depth in our eye? Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to take a flat brush and I want to add a shimmer. So I'm trying to figure out what shimmer I want to do. So typically I would go in with like this champagne gold here or like this copper toned, but I think I want to go in with this pink shimmer right here. I think it'll look kind of cool. I don't know. So I'm going to take my Morphe M167, it's just a flat brush. I'm going to dip into here and I am going to go ahead and spray my brush. Just grabbing my I Heart Revolution fixing spray. Let's go ahead. All right, and this we're just going to put like on the inner third of the lid. Okay. That's not bad. It's not that bad. This color is really, really pretty. It's not as shimmery metallic as I would like, but it's still really pretty, and I feel like it does bring a lot of contrast to the eye, but in a good way. Okay, that's pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into that red shade with my e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges of that shimmer. Kind of zhuzh them together. Do y'all like that word? Zhuzh? I don't know. Okay, so my camera stopped recording. Luckily, I noticed before I got too far. So basically what I did next was I took this dark chocolate brown shade right here, and I just took this on like one of the cheap Wet n Wild brushes. And basically what I did is I just used it to smoke out the outer V. That was my first time ever realizing that I wasn't recording. Ooh, I would have been pissed. Okay, so it's looking really pretty. I think what I want to do now though is I really want to make the inner part of our lids pop more. So I was going through my drawers and I found these Flower Beauty Warrior glitter shadows. And I will be the first one to say I am not amazing at glitter shadow, but this is in the shade Blade. It is like a rosy gold color. I think it'll go really well with the shimmer on our lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take some out and put it on the back of my hand. I'm not going to use the applicator. And I'm going to take a flat brush. This is a Morphe M421. So I'm going to take this, just going to stamp it in there a little bit, and I'm going to put this on top of our shimmer. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So for glitter shadow with me, it works most effective if you just tap it on. Don't swipe, because then there's a high probability that it will start moving your shadow underneath and it'll just look really patchy. It won't look great. But that is really pretty. And then what I'm also doing is I'm like pushing this against the socket of my eye. So it almost looks like glitter liner. I don't know if you can see that, but it just gives it a really pretty effect. All right, and then I'm going to go back in with some more of the red and see if I can kind of like stamp it in between. I think we went a little ham with the glitter, but you know, it's fine. All right, we're going to go and remove the eye tape, see what we got. Okay, so there are the eyes all done. Overall, I think they look okay. I'm still kind of just getting used to the glitter idea, just because I don't use like glitter like this. But I mean, I think it's cool. Okay, so now we're going to move on. So for primer spray today, I'm going to be using the Pixi Glow Mist. I got this in an Ipsy box quite a while ago, and I haven't picked this up in a while, and I really, really like it. The only thing is I don't necessarily like the smell. It could be worse. It kind of smells like citronella, but it's okay, and I love the spritzer. This is also a good spray like for a refresher or for no makeup days where you just want to have a little glow to your skin. It's really good for that too. And then for primer, we're going to be using the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. Y'all, I found this like in the very back of my primer drawer, so I don't think I've even used this since maybe my Flower Beauty video. Yeah, I remember it's green. I remember that, but I don't remember the last time I used it. But I'm going to apply this mostly on the insides of my cheeks, my chin, and my nose. It's a really nice primer though. I almost, looking at my nose, it almost looks like it does have like some blurring in it. I don't mind it. Let's talk foundation. So I am going to be using the Covergirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Foundation. I got this from CVS. I haven't been able to find this anywhere else. I remember always saying like I could only find this at CVS, and this must have been one of my favorites because it's like halfway gone. I can't remember the last time I used this either, but I have the shade Light Neutral 1, which honestly probably isn't going to match because now I'm on like more of a journey to find better matches. I used to get like too dark or too yellow. Let's see. Yeah, this is a little yellow, but I feel we'll be able to make it work. Okay, so I put some on my face, so I'm going to take my Wet n Wild sponge, y'all know I love this, and blend this out. The coverage is decent. The color, once it's blended out, is okay. It's still a little yellow, but I feel we'll definitely be able to make it work. I'm trying a new thing where I don't like blend all the way down my neck because, you know, you never really get all the makeup off. I just bronze my neck instead. I'm also having my lady time right now, so like my skin is breaking out so bad. I like put way too much on. I'm trying to like spread it out. Don't you hate that? Like you forget how a foundation works, so you don't know how much to put on. And then when you do put it on, it's like way too much. Okay, so there is that all blended in. Overall, it does look good. It doesn't look bad. But ever since I discovered like the NYX Born to Glow, the Juvia's I Am Magic, it could be better. But this is pretty good. Okay, and the color is not that bad once you blend it out. So for concealer, we are going to be going in with the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. I already know for a fact this is going to be way too light for me, so we're going to go in with a light hand. And my only con to this is like the applicator. It's really messy. Okay, wow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip my finger into it and just put some under my eyes. Not a lot. Probably just like that much. Yeah, this is way too light for me. But I'm just going to dot this where I want concealer. Alright, there's that. So we're going to blend this out. Now, from what I remember about this concealer is it is very, very thick. So you really want to try to confine it to where you want it, because once you like start blending it out, it'll stay there. Wearing this, I actually don't know if I like it just because it is so thick that I feel like it's like not wanting to really move. Yeah, I do feel like it stays in its place because like I'm trying to blend it out and it's like where I dotted it is the only place that's having coverage. Okay, so you know what? Hold on. I'm going to take some of my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer and just put that like right at the inner corners. Okay, so I'm going to blend that in so we actually get coverage where we want it and not just where we placed it. Okay, so we are going to be setting with the Revlon Photoready Candid Anti-Pollution Powder, and I have the translucent one, I believe. Yeah, this is the 01 translucent. If I remember, this comes with like a little cap, which I really liked. Alright, I'm going to dip my sponge into there, and I'm going to use this to set underneath my eyes. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, I like what that does to my under eyes. My only con to this is not one of those powders where I could say a little bit goes a long way. I feel like once you apply it to your skin, it does normally stay in just one area. You can't really spread it out. But overall, the finish is really pretty on the skin. We're going to set that powder to the side for now because we are going to come back to it for baking. Okay, so for bronzer, this is what I haven't touched in a while. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer. And if I remember correctly, I wasn't too impressed with the payoff of this. I felt like it wasn't really my shade, which technically this probably should be my shade because it's a cool toned, but y'all know I love my warm tone bronzers. But it's one I haven't touched in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and swirl my brush in here and apply this. See, I feel like it's nothing really awesome. I feel like the color's there, but like barely. And who knows, maybe this is the shade I'm supposed to have, but if it is, Either way, I'm not that into it. Putting this on my cheeks, I am packing a good amount on just because I do want a good amount of color on my cheeks. I mean, once you pack a good amount on and build it up, it is a really pretty color. It's just not one I would normally go for. I'm going to take my Flower Beauty contour brush and dip into there and just brush some color onto the sides of my nose. I am going to take my big e.l.f. bronzing brush and really go into that bronzer so we can bronze up my chest. Okay, we're baking. So for our eyebrows and lashes, I'm going to go ahead and go do those off camera. But I am going to be dipping back into my Makeup Obsession Brow Pomade. Y'all know I was obsessed with this until I started the new technique I'm doing now. And then I'm just going to pop on my Salon Perfect 614s. Y'all know these are my go-tos. I have been trying out the Salon Perfect 651s. And I'm not too obsessed with them. They have a thicker band, so they're a little harder to put on. But these are just always my go-tos. If I know a lash that I 100% believe in, it's this one. So I'm going to go off camera, do that, and I will be right back so we can continue. Okay, we are back, and can we just take a moment to appreciate how much of a difference lashes make? I love Salon Perfect lashes. They never let me down. The 614s are just my go-tos. They are amazing. I'm not having the best brow day, but we're going to make it work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my stippling brush and just dust away this bake. So for blush, I pulled out this one by Rimmel London. This is the Maxi blush, and this is in the shade Third Base. It's like a nice, almost on the version mauve, but it still has some pink in it. I think it'll be really pretty for like this almost warm tone, cool toned look we got going on here. So I'm just going to take a brush and dip into this. This is another thing where I feel like it's not so pigmented, but you can build it up to be a really pretty color. I'm trying to decide when to announce my Christmas giveaway because I don't want to do it too early in December, but I want to do it to where you'll have them by Christmas. So I think probably in my next video, which I should probably film tomorrow, is when I'm going to announce my Christmas giveaway. Which I'm really excited for because this one I put like a lot of work into to make it good. Don't mind me, just literally like packing on the color. Yeah, so like I said, it's not the most pigmented blush in the world, but it's pretty. It's really pretty. What I want to do on top of that is I want to go in with some of this L'Oreal Blush Please. I don't really dip into this much just because it has like a good amount of shimmer in it, and I don't really like luminous blush, but I'm just going to go in with the tiniest bit of this just to add an additional color, maybe just a little bit of shimmer, why not? And I'm really just adding this to like the high points of my cheek. Okay, so we're almost done. We just got to do some lips and some highlight. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be taking the Profusion Matte Lip Liner in the shade Imagine. This lip liner is just so creamy, so smooth. I love it. It just glides on, and it's not like sticky or rough whatsoever. I really wish they sold these by themselves. I can only get these like in the lipstick duos that come with like this and their matte lip cream. But either way, these are really cool. I do wish they came out with more colors and they sold them by themselves. On top of this, I'm going to go in with something I haven't dipped into in a long time. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. I used to be obsessed with these. This is in the shade Seductress, and it is a nice nudish color. These are super full coverage. I love them. You only need one layer. If you really build it up, it will get cakey and it'll be gross. You really just need one nice stroke. So for highlighter, I am really excited because we are going to be using this one by LA Colors. This is the LA Colors highlight in the shade Shine Bright, and I got this from the Dollar Tree. This was $1. Y'all, do not estimate things at the Dollar Tree or any dollar store because this highlighter, hold on, I'm going to show you. Y'all see that? Look at that. Do not estimate things at the dollar store because there truly are some hidden gems. So I've had this almost since the beginning I started my channel when I did the Dollar Tree challenge. Don't go look at that video, it's horrible. But this was like one of the hidden gems, one of the only things that went right in that video, and I love it. Now I know recently there have been like stories about like makeup and stuff at the Dollar Tree, so just do what you will if you want to go get it now. I've had this and I've never had any problems. So personally, I'm not going to throw it out or anything. But if you're thinking like, oh, I want to go try it, just do it at your own risk. But I've tried several makeup products at the Dollar Tree and I've never had a problem. My nose is looking a little dead. Let's bring her back to life a little bit. Really quick before we set, I do want to mention that for my eyebrows, I said I used the Makeup Obsession Brow Pomade, the Salon Perfect 614s, and then for brow gel, I used the Essence Make Me Brow, and this is in the shade Blondie Brows. This was the first brow gel I ever used. I feel like this is pretty much the standard brow gel. If anyone wants to try it out, this is usually what they go to, but I haven't dipped into this in a long time. And finally, for setting spray, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Megaglo Face Mist. Alright guys, and that completes today's video of a full face of nothing new. So I really hope you enjoyed it. This is the first time I've ever done this kind of video. I know I've done a full face of stuff I've only used once, but I don't think I've ever done a full face of nothing new. Overall, I really liked everything. The only thing I did not like now would have to be the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. This is just way too thick. It really stays in one place. You have to really aggressively blend it out, and even when you do, it doesn't look that great. So I ended up using the Flower Beauty one on top of this to get it to, you know, work out. So this would have to be my only miss. Other than that, looking at my desk, I loved everything. My favorite thing would have to be that LA Colors highlight. Go to the Dollar Tree, pick this up. I have this one and I have like a pink toned one, and they work amazing. But that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.